Do you want to know which hotel brand has the best rewards program? I know a lot of people may have you sold that it's Hyatt, and while I admit that you can get some pretty good redemptions for a reasonable amount of points, and their program is pretty good, but I'm not sold. In fact, I think Hilton actually has the best rewards program. And I know that may seem a little delusional, a little out there, considering you're always hearing about devaluations and how low their individual points are worth. But hear me out, and I'm going to explain. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Mike's Travels and Cents, where I go over points and travel strategies, and more importantly, how not to go broke while enjoying it all. If that sounds good to you, consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss future content like this. And if you found some value in this video, drop me a like to let me know. But with all that out of the way, let's get into the video. To give a little background on Hilton, it was founded by Conrad Hilton in 1919. No, I'm just playing. You don't really need to know all that to understand what we're doing here. But really, Hilton is crushing it in the rewards program game, especially for hotels. And this is important because I know everybody really likes to big up, the airline rewards programs. And it's understandable. You get some really nice cubicles in the sky. You get some really nice food. And, on those special reward redemptions, you can go past everybody as they're waiting to get in their basic economy seats. So you get to feel all special. Maybe get, depending on the airline, maybe a little special attention from the flight attendant. Not that kind of special attention. You know what I mean? Like, kind of like Etihad or something where you get like a butler or whatever. But anyway, so I get it. But generally, one plane seat is for one butt, generally. But a hotel night, you're there for multiple nights, generally. And it can be shared by multiple people. So like you can have your family in a suite or something. So in a lot of cases, hotel value is really, really important. And it's definitely longer lasting than, a typical airplane redemption. Without further ado, let's look at why Hilton is just crushing it as a hotel rewards program. And the first thing I really like to look at is their footprint. So, how many properties they actually have. And in fact, looking at Hilton, they're top 5 as far as the number of properties they have. And this is big because when you're looking to go somewhere, you need them to have a property in that location. It doesn't matter how good a rewards program is. If they don't have a property there, you can't utilize it at all. And the other thing I really like about Hilton is the fact that they have a very wide range of properties. So obviously they have the very budget stuff, so like the Hilton Garden Inns, and then they have premium hotels like the Conrads. So this means that people of all different, budget levels can really get value from the program, whether you're, just a leisurely traveler or you're a very wealthy business traveler or, you're a digital nomad or something. Another thing I really love about Hilton's program is the fact that you can use your points for any room at any of their properties. So say, for example, you wanted a presidential suite at the Waldorf Astoria and you wanted to book it on points, you can do that. Versus programs like IHG and Hyatt, where they let you book suites, but only at budget properties. And for the more premium hotels that they have, you can only get standard rooms. Kind of sucks, really. And it really rubs me the wrong way because it comes off very elitist. Like they don't want point earners to get a true luxury experience on their points. And it just baffles me why they do that. I will note that Marriott, you can actually book suites at some of their nicer properties like the JW Marriott, though you won't be able to book like the nicest room there, but you actually can get some suites at a JW Marriott. Next up, and I just wanted to quickly go over the actual elite programs, some of the big things from the elite programs from these different hotel chains. Big things to look at is free breakfast, room upgrades, paid/award night, late checkout, and bonus points earned at each tier. At the entry level, you can see all programs require just 10 nights. Things to note here is that Hilton and Marriott are the only programs to permanently offer a 5th night free at all levels. Though admittedly, Marriott's implementation is a bit better since Hilton limits this to standard rooms and you can only get 4 nights free on a 20-night stay, and it must be booked with all points. At the entry level, Hilton Honors Silver members get the largest points boost. Lastly, you will see Hyatt Discoverers are eligible for preferred room upgrades, which translates to a higher floor, corner room, or better view. For me, this is really cosmetic, and I personally take something more tangible like the point boost from Hilton. Moving on to the mid-tier, and you can see some fluctuations in the night requirements, with Marriott having the lowest at just 25 nights. You can immediately notice that Hilton Honors Gold is the only one that offers free breakfast as a perk of the elite status. I'm aware that for some other programs, this depends on the property, whether breakfast is free, but it's not tied to the elite level, so I'm not going to count it as a perk of status. Also, once again, Hilton Honors offers the highest point bonus at 80% for its gold members. A big part here is the details and the upgrades. And for Gold Hilton Honors members, I'll quote Hilton themselves on what this means. If we have a better room available, it's yours, all the way up to the executive level. This is way better than just being moved up to a higher floor or corner room, and you can get a room with significantly more real estate. For World of Hyatt Explorers, upgrades at this level means rooms excluding suites and rooms with club lounge access, which to me translates to about the same thing as Hilton, so that's pretty good. Marriott also includes a similar upgrade to the other two. IHG, on the other hand, only extends its upgrade option to paid stays, which is really annoying and goes back to my frustration mentioned earlier about them coming off as a bit elitist. This adds further insult to injury when you realize they tie with Hilton as requiring the most qualifying nights for this status, yet they aren't very competitive in terms of perks. Even the point bonus doesn't compete with Hilton. Finally, at the top tier of hotel elite status, and we have IHG coming out with the most required qualifying nights for elite status at 75, and Marriott requiring the least at 50. Most programs do offer free breakfast, with the exception of IHG, ironically. And though it is a perk of Platinum Elite status, free breakfast is very dependent on the property for Marriott. Once again, Hilton Honors beats out all except IHG for point bonuses at 100%. Looking at upgrades for Hilton Honors Diamonds members, this means space available all the way up to a 1-bedroom suite. For Hyatt Globalists, this translates to standard suites, and for Marriott Bonvoy Platinum Elites, this also includes suites excluding Ritz-Carltons, which again is a bit frustrating and goes back to my whole elitist rant or whatever. How are you going to have people spending thousands of dollars at your properties to earn these elite status, and then be willing to come to a Ritz-Carlton and spend hundreds of dollars and still not, allow them to upgrade if they're already been loyal to your chain? It just blows my mind. This upgrade also excludes Marriott Vacation Club, Marriott Grand Residence Club, participating Vistana properties, Aloft Hotels, and Element Hotels. Looking at IHG Rewards Club, and even as Aspire Elite, you're still not eligible for reward stay upgrades, and this also excludes suites. And to wrap up all the elite levels, I'll just quickly go over the highest possible Marriott status by itself, since none of the other programs directly compete at this level, as far as nights required and whatnot. We have Marriott Bonvoy Ambassador Elite, which has a 100-night stay requirement. Also, as you can imagine, at this level, you gain access to suite upgrades at Ritz-Carltons, finally, right? As well as a boost to the point bonus, now at 75%. This elite level, as well as the other elite levels across all the hotels, come with other benefits and perks and affiliate programs, as well as opportunities for status matching with other hotels. But for the sake of time, I really only wanted to hit the big things I think most people are hoping to have when they decide to, go for elite status in one of these hotel chains. Since we're looking at the entire rewards program and not just the loyalty elite status, I did want to quickly go over the credit cards that these hotel brands offer. So Hyatt has 1, IHG has 2, and Marriott and Hilton, they both have 4. So that means there's that many more opportunities for you to hit the bonuses on those Hilton cards. And even though they have the same number of cards, this is definitely a case in quality over quantity where Hilton is definitely winning here. On 2 of the 4 cards that Hilton offers, you can get Hilton Honors Gold, which is way better than the status that you can even get on the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant. And speaking of the Bonvoy Brilliant, comparing that to the Hilton Aspire, and the Hilton Aspire just washes the Bonvoy Brilliant card off the board. Looking deeper into Hilton's cards, and I want to look at the earning rate, because I think this is something where Hilton has actually done something really well. And I think other airlines and even hotel companies can take note of this, because they need to fix their co-branded cards. So if you value a Hilton point at about 0.6 cents, their the base earning rate for all of Hilton's cards is 3x, which means no matter where you spend your money, at a minimum, you're gonna earn 1.8% back. And this is really good, and is only second to Hyatt, which that's if you value their points at 2 cents per point. And this definitely beats out Marriott, since the base earning rate for their cards is 2x. And if you value their points at 0.8 cents, that means you're earning a 1.6% return for your non-category spend. And obviously 1.8 beats 1.6. What this essentially means is that Hilton cards are actually a good use for non-category spend if you have a use case in mind, and if you don't have the Blue Business Plus card, because that card earns 2x no matter where you spend your money. And this is because the transfer rates. So if you wanted to transfer 1 membership reward point to Hilton, it's a 1 to 2, so you would get 2 Hilton points. It makes more sense to just be earning 3 Hilton points everywhere versus earning 1 membership reward point and then transferring it to get 2. And the reason I say it makes more sense to use the Blue Business Plus, because if you're earning 2 points everywhere, you can transfer 2 points to Hilton and you end up with 4 Hilton. So that's the only case. But I think it's really good that you can, if you have a use case in mind, it actually makes sense to just use a Hilton card. Pretty good. The big drawback to their cards, though, as far as other things, is their award night and the fact that you can only use it on weekends. But I think the redeeming factor here is that it's not a point cap, so you can use it at pretty much any property, from a Hilton Garden Inn to a Conrad property. So to tie it all together, in my opinion, Hilton is definitely the most gracious with their rewards program. They actually allow their customers to redeem premium suites at premium properties. Go figure, right? Unlike some of the other brands, if you can earn the points, you can earn the room, and I think that's how it should be. They have a very large global presence, unlike Hyatt, and with breakfast included, meaningful upgrades, 5th award night free, and the highest point bonus of the other hotel brands, Hilton Honors Gold is undoubtedly the best mid-tier hotel elite status. Their credit cards are significantly better than the competition, as all but one of them essentially comes with free breakfast, and one of those cards comes with their highest elite status. Combine all this with the superior ease of earning Hilton points and being a transfer partner of American Express, and membership reward points are also a very easy point currency to earn. Hilton stays are just never far from reach. And that's why, in my opinion, Hilton just checks off all the boxes that I'm looking for in a hotel loyalty program. And it's not to say that the other programs aren't good, except IHG. It's just not good. I don't see why somebody would go for IHG status. But anyway, it's not to say that they aren't good. It's just Hilton just does a lot of stuff better, and they just have room for improvement. And with that being said, if you found some value in this video, you should definitely drop me a like to let me know. And if you want to be sure to catch more content just like this, consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out, and hit that notification bell so you're notified when I do upload. But remember, the one thing more valuable than your points is your money, and the only thing more valuable than your money is your time. But until next time,